Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm honored. My name is Mark Ehrlichs, and I am a healer by the grace of God. This is just all that I do in my life, and all that I've done for many, many years. Every Wednesday at 7 o'clock my time, Colorado time, there's what I call the gathering, and the gathering is where people get to ask me questions about spirituality or healing or what my belief system is or whatever they want, really. And I try to keep it where it doesn't get into the emotional stuff too much. And I only work with the emotional in appointments along with healing as well. And oftentimes they correlate. And but every Tuesday, that's every Wednesday, and every other Tuesday, I have this healing circle. So please feel free to join in for either one. They're both free. And let me see what else. On the 15th at 12 noon, I have a mini course coming up. It's free also, and it's called Meditation Your Way. And there will be a replay available for people that want to go over it, just like these. And Lynn will send out to anyone who signs up for these things, whether it be the circle or whether it be the mini course or whether it be the gathering, you'll be able to replay it and see what's said. I work with healing in my life. It used to be in person with everyone, and now it's over the internet. It's just as possible as it is in person to work with people. And what I do is I use prayer within myself. And some people, as I'm working with you, you may sense things happening or feel things happening. People swear that they can actually feel my hands. And there's an echo with someone there, Lynn. Do you know who what it is there? Any idea? She can't hear me right now. But something always is happening. I know that, whether it be aware in your consciousness or not, it doesn't matter. Something is still happening, and that's all that I know. And it's been this way for, I don't know, 47 plus years, almost 48 years, I think. And when I first started doing all this stuff, most people will experience something happening most immediately. And some people will experience something, say, 5 minutes later. They'll say, oh my God, something's happening. Or they'll experience it 24, 48 hours, or walking later, or walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later saying, oh my God, when did this leave me? If that should be the case. I don't make any claims. I don't diagnose, and I don't tell anyone they're healed. I let people tell me, and I prefer it that way. And this way, I'm giving the responsibility to what I refer to as God. Other people call it source. Some people call it, infinity or the spiritual mind or whatever it is, the Christ, the Buddha, Muhammad, Yahweh, whatever. And I'm fine with all of it. God doesn't care, as I refer to it. So I can work with people, say in these circles that we're having, in a way that you'll experience something, and how and why and what and where, I leave it to the source, to what I call God. And I just, like it like that. Otherwise, I'm trying to put God in a box saying it's going to be this way or that way, and it doesn't work. And I just like to keep it copacetic between the boss and me. So, and let the boss know who's boss. And it's not me. I've seen many a thing happen with people over the many years. I've worked with about 25 to 35 and taught 25 to 35,000 people over the years. And this is all that I do in my life. So hopefully by June, things will be opening up, with the vaccine and everything, and we'll be able to have actual healing circles in person with people, and also classes in person. Though I do love this internet stuff, and I think it's pretty awesome. It's contact, and people get to have contact with me, which is really lovely, and vice versa. So on the 15th is that free class on, it's a mini class, 1 hour at 12 o'clock my time, Boulder, Colorado. And everyone's going to have a 1 or 2 hour difference if you don't live in this area or Arizona. So please do attend. It'll be really informative on how easy it is to meditate. And that means to go within and to perceive information that the boss upstairs, whether it be he or she or it or whatever you want to call it, it wants to share with you. And that's what I want to do, is help you to find out how easy it is to perceive the information from yourself within you. And it's there, it's available, it's waiting, always 24/7. And let's see, what else is there? During the gathering tomorrow, what I'll do is work with people as well. And just like tonight, I'll work with one thing. If people have a lot of things, I won't be able to get into a lot of things because I want to work with everyone. And so I'll work with one thing with hopefully everyone. And if it takes a couple of minutes to go over time, fine, I'm game for that. And let's see, also at the gathering tomorrow, besides working with a couple of people, I'll be answering questions, as I had mentioned before, and also, whether they pertain to spirituality or God or healing or whatever you want to call your source. It's all the same. And I'll do that. And at the very end, if we have time, what I'll do is, give a really quick meditation. It's so quick. You can blink your eyes and it'll be gone. And so let me see here. Hi, Martha. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Do you remember me?
You look so familiar for some reason. I don't know why.
Unity Spiritual Center, Denver.
Oh my gosh.
That's where I know her from.
All right,
20
great.
years ago.
Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. I'm thrilled to be here.
All right. And let me see here. I don't work with online with everyone here in the circle or the gathering. That's tomorrow. I won't work with emotional stuff. I don't want to bring it out in front of everyone. I think it's very personal, so I stay with that in the personal appointments. If anyone wants an appointment with me, please, it's on the website, the information, and also on my Facebook pages, how to contact me. And I do have availabilities during the week, and I have availabilities on the weekends as well, sometimes. And please do take advantage of that. The appointments are awesome, I think. And if I should see something, I'll share it with you. And oftentimes I do, and sometimes I don't. And sometimes when I ask to see something, the boss upstairs says, none of your business, just keep on working. And I say, fine with me, boss. And so I like to do that kind of stuff. I'd like to find causes, and those causes, if we can address them, if I should share an exercise with you to do on a personal appointment, or if I suggest you do a particular exercise or something like that, that usually takes care of the situation, or it's a graduation into that. And that's what, people tell me. And I like to do those kinds of things. If I should see a cause of something from childhood, great. I don't get into past life stuff. I have an understanding about it, but I like to work with here and now. And if we take care of here and now, we usually take care of the past life stuff. well, we don't have to experience it again in our life or lives of potential future. So let me see here. And if anyone has any particular topics they'd like workshops about in the future, please let me know. You can email me or email Lynn. She's the hub of the operation that we're doing here. And you can email her at admin@markearlix.com. Or is it administration, Lynn? I don't know. I don't know if you're able to get on right now.
It's admin at
Admin at
markearlix.com.
markearlix.com, and the
Yeah.
emails go directly towards her. And Lynn, I said Lynn lives in Canada, and during the winter she has these massive snowstorms there, and she has to go out to her well to get the laundry water and bring it in and stuff, and whatever. So I just want to mention that. Isn't that right, Lynn? So,
Only if you think so.
okay. All people in Canada have wells outside that they use. All right. So, anyone here to start off? Ruth, please. Let me see here. Oh, I forgot also. One last thing I really want to mention. There's a lot of people in the United States especially that are going without right now. And it's going to get really, really bad. And I have this tendency to want to help people. It's very important for me in my life. And I see a lot of street people. I like to give as much as I can in any way. I like to give, buy them a meal. I like to give money if it's available to help them. I'm seeing more families than ever before, and I just want to give. It's very important. And so please, if you find it within your heart, go to my website, markearlix.com, and make a donation. I think it's not only important for them, it's important to help us keep going, and it's important for you. I know for fact that the more we give from our heart, the more that is waiting for us as well. So please feel free if you find it within your heart to do that. It's not mandatory for this or the gathering, but if you do want to do it, that's fantastic. Or for the mini classes, just go to the website. And if you want to do it on a regular basis, there's an opportunity. I think, Lynn, is there a place where they can do it monthly as well?
Yes, there's a link on that screen that you can click to make it monthly.
Okay, and I really want to give my appreciation for the people that that have given, and especially for this class as well. Excuse me, for this healing circle as well beforehand, because they know what I'm going to be saying. So feel free, and it's on the website markearlix.com. In any case, let me see here. There's some chat messages here, and let me see. The Apprentice, I would like treatment for breathing. Sure. The last couple of days I had to take cold medicine because I got congested as soon as I lay down. I understand, hon. And could be some sort of allergy. Yes. And the air quality in Arizona is horrible right at times right now, more often than not in Arizona, I know. And once upon a time, a doctor said that I'm allergic to pollution. Okay, there you go. Congestion in sinuses, chest, and throat. I will gladly work with you. All right, and please do let me know how it is going, Apprentice. And she named herself because she was one of my apprentices, and I know who she is. So, all right, and I did mention that, Lynn, with the meditation your way. That's on the 15th, and we are going to be doing also. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this to Lynn or not. A regular course on the art of healing. Uh, uh, I don't know if I mentioned that at all, Lynn, but in any case, that will be coming up. I'd like to do it if it's okay with you, Lynn, as far as time-wise and your convenience, in January, having that done. All right. Let me see here. That's it. Oh, here's some more messages. Yeah, Lynn and I would chat about the course being offered on the art of healing in January. All right. Let me see here. Let me know how you're doing, Lynn. Excuse me, apprentice, and either today or tomorrow or whatever your convenience. Ruth, you're next on top, next to me. Is there anything in particular you'd like me to work with? One thing.
Yes. Since yesterday, my stomach has been kind of upset, kind of burpy, gassy, and I can't deal with that. So it's got to go away.
All righty. And, you know, and you're drinking a lot of water and stuff too.
Yeah. So
Yeah, drink a little bit more maybe. And that helps the juices to move and everything. It's like a car radiator. If we don't keep, you know, the amount of water in it, it starts to heat up and go bad in the car. And it affects all the other mechanisms too. So let me work with you with that. You just sit back and just relax for a moment. And also in a little while, you may burp a little bit, which is fine.
Oh, I don't know.
And also, I don't know if you've recently had this, but semi-spicy food.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah. And so stay away from that for about a day as well, even if there's leftovers or whatever. You know, just stay away just for a day, you know. All right, hon?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, my honor, my pleasure, my pleasure. Rose, hi, how are you? You're next on
Hey.
top.
Well, actually, I'd like my husband. He's got something physical going on.
Please,
Don.
tell me one thing. Hi.
Don.
Lower back pain on the right side. It's just come on the last 3 days. And when I'm laying down, I can sleep okay, but getting out of bed is becoming a chore. And it takes about an hour for it to loosen up.
Oh
And then
boy.
I lay down, it tightens up again.
All righty. Ever feel energy from another human before?
No.
Oh, good. Thank God. All righty. What I just want you to focus on your back a little bit in that area there. And tell me if you feel something really odd happening when it happens, okay? A sensation. It might be real subtle or it might be really dramatic. Did you sense something happening back there?
I'm not sure. I'm comfortable in the chair I'm sitting in. I'm comfortable.
Okay, and if you turn, oh, well, you say you get it when you're laying down. Okay.
I tighten up when I'm laying down.
Okay, let's see if this doesn't help it in a graduated way to release itself. Sometimes what happens is growing up and getting more mature in our lives, we don't exercise or have the activity like we have to when we were really young, that we had when we were really younger. So the muscles, when we move a certain way, they kind of cramp up and they stay with us. The muscles that extend from the spine and go into the rest of the back area. And then we're much more prone for that. And that might have been, without making any claims, that might have been what had happened with you. And it stays when we're more mature in our bodies, it stays longer. And so let's see if this doesn't give you a relief, if that makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. And what about you, Rose? Anything in particular you'd like me to work with, hon?
What I thought of is I've got an ingrown toenail sometimes I deal with, and it's starting to feel sensitive again.
Okay.
And how do I make it grow straight and do the right thing and not be painful when I sleep?
I don't know about that. But sometimes over the many years, I've been able to help people, even if they have an infirmity, something that's defective in the body in some way or another. It no longer, or even after a surgery or something like that, something bad goes or happens to them, they no longer have to feel the discomforts, oftentimes or sometimes. And they can live with it for the rest of their lives in joy without experiencing the haphazard happenings. So let's see if we can affect you. Which foot is it?
It's the left foot, and it's over the years it'll like come and go. Sometimes it'll be fine for months, and then it starts hurting, and the foot doctor
Okay.
looks okay.
All right.
I don't know.
So what I'd like to do is focus on your left foot. I'm dyslexic, so I have to go figure out which is left. My right is your left. Tell me if you feel something happening on your foot, and it's okay if you don't, and if you do, great.
I feel some warmth. It's the large toe.
Yes.
The whole foot feels a little bit like the temperature got bumped up
Compared to the other foot.
compared
Yes.
to the
That's life force flowing through you.
Okay.
That life force is what I call life force, the dance of life, the breath of God. It's that divinity that's reminding you that it hasn't forgotten you. Now, if you were to touch your toe, is it sore at all? Be candid.
Right now it's not.
No, now it's not right now. It's not sore.
It's
There's a
not
difference.
so. It's
Okay.
not sore.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
My pleasure. Let's see how long this lasts. These are quickie healings. It's not working with a person in a full session, but they last for 5 minutes or for the rest of your life, hopefully for the rest of your life or anything in between. Wonderful. Let's see if you can live with this now or whatever. We'll
Okay.
see.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Jody, hi, my dear. tell me one thing that's bugging you in your body.
So I have a lot of underlying medical problems, but I'm very stable with them, except for 3 weeks. For the past 3 weeks or so, I've been dealing with an acute case of bronchitis.
Okay.
It's not getting better as consistently as I would like.
Okay. Now I'm going to put my hands on your back, and you'll,
Okay.
without talking you into anything, tell me if you sense something happening. Okay.
Yep.
And you just focus.
I feel a little bit of warmth in my back.
It's just breaking through now.
Yes.
Did you just feel that? Something different right there?
I felt something. It's sort of hard to.
It's almost like a change within you. So let's see if that doesn't quicken your process of your bronchitis.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
so
appreciate
much. My pleasure. My pleasure. Martha, please. And please do let me know. Martha,
Well-
please, anything I can work with here? I can't hear you, hon. Unmute. There you
Sorry,
go. That's okay.
sorry. I have severe gastrointestinal problems that have been going on for a couple of months.
All right. All righty. And do you also have elimination problems as well?
No, the opposite.
Oh, okay. All righty.
I feel warmth in the belly.
Yeah. And also that's going up from the lower belly and it's going into
Esophagus.
the right. And it's almost like it's tight in there. And so, which is might be creating, I want to say might, creating the irritation in there as well, which keeps the irritation going in the lower abdominal. So let's see if we can work with that. Okay. All righty. Now, I don't know, can you tell if you notice anything different inside of your belly?
I noticed that it's warm. I'm not having cramping or anything currently.
Good.
So that is good.
Yes. Yes. All right. And if you keep me updated at some point, I would love that too.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
My honor, my pleasure. Irene, hi. Turn on your mic, hon. Turn on your mic. It's on the bottom left. Somewhere in there. I can't hear you. I'm so sorry. If you can type what one thing you would like me to work with, because I can't hear you. All right. And where's, if you can type in there. In any case, Lynn, are you there?
Irene, I'm
Here I
going
am.
to.
There, oh, there you are.
This
Yay.
one was different than the other one. Okay.
All right, tell me, please. Is there anything in
I've
particular?
had Lyme disease for about 20 years, 21 years. And every time I work with holistic people, I don't like to take drugs. So every time I get rid of it, I get bit by another tick. So, so it's an ongoing, and now I think my dog has it. I'm in New
Oh,
Jersey.
God.
I'm in New Jersey.
All
So
right.
it seems to settle in my lower back. I call it Lyme Town. So,
Okay.
so
All right.
it inhibits me from going places and doing things.
All right. Real briefly, how long have you had this? Real briefly, how long have you had this last round?
Oh, this one was about 8 months, 9 months.
Okay. All righty. And you're feeling just really exhausted, or?
No, I get a lot of it goes to my brain. I get a lot of anxiety. And
Oh, okay.
and that yeah, it's good. And then
All right, sit back. All right, sit back for a moment. It's saying my device is going to restart. No,
I can hear you.
well, I don't want that to happen.
Oh,
All right, I try to click it. It just came out of the blue. My computer is going to restart. That means I'd be cut off. All right, let me work with this real quickly here. My perception when I was working with you, it came to me that it's almost like you're breaking out of it now.
I think so.
All
I
right,
think so.
good. And this will help to quicken it, the blessing I asked on it.
Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. Patty, my dear friend, please, anything in particular? Hi. You're in Florida.
Well, you worked on my back Sunday because I
Yes.
was in so much pain, and that went away at the end of the day. Thank you.
My honor.
What I'd like now is I'm going to go to work tomorrow, so I need that lower back strengthened, where I was injured in my accidents.
Okay.
I'd appreciate that.
All righty. Go in with joy. Go in with joy.
I will.
And I see you cracking up at work.
That is correct.
And that's what you will do. And don't carry the other with you, the memory of that, going that it's a new day.
Right. I will do that, Mark. Thank you so much.
My honor, Patty, my honor. Ethel, hi. Turn on your mic. Turn on your mic. There you go.
This is for someone else, my
Sure.
friend. I don't know. There are two possibilities. So is depression considered emotional and you'd rather not work with that?
Yes. Is there something physical?
Yeah, well, she's pregnant and dealing with extreme nausea, like really pretty bad.
Okay. Yeah, let me work with that.
Thank you.
You know, also, to my understanding, if you take, I'm not prescribing here, but if you take, say, a teaspoon in either cool or room temperature water, a teaspoon of a level teaspoon of water, of baking soda, and put it in a glass, stir it up, 1 or 2 teaspoons, say in the afternoon or whatever, whenever, right, at any time, even when she might be having the nausea, and mix it up. It'll take about 15 seconds for it to dissolve, and it won't taste salty. And if you drink it down, I understand that it will immediately help that body process that's experiencing that.
Thank you.
So let me finish working. with
Okay.
it. And my perception is that she'll be coming into a lot of ease with that if she does that once, the most twice a day, or just once. So she's also going through a lot of changes hormonally because of the birthing process that's happening. All right.
Thanks so much, Mark.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Lori, please. Hi.
Hi.
Anything in particular? One thing, please.
Oh, thank you. Real quickly, I had triple bypass surgery 8 weeks ago, and I think Sue Cavis called you, and you called me in the hospital. And I don't remember anything you said. I was so out of it. But I do remember being really touched that you called me. And my recovery is going very, very well. So
awesome.
Whatever went on, thank you.
My honor. You know, after I work with someone, I don't remember. So, and I apologize for that, but it's been that way since I was a kid. You know,
I'm not offended. It's all right. I'd like to have this for my granddaughter, Savannah, who's 11, who has a neurological disorder, and she's having some problems now with scoliosis, and they may have to do spinal surgery. And I'd just like to see that gone so she doesn't have to go through any more surgeries.
You know, I would imagine that if she went to someone, a therapist that specializes in that might correct the biological stuff and neurological happenings from that. Excuse me, not the biological, but the skeletal and the tissue and the muscle and everything else. I've heard of that happening. If she finds someone specialized in that, and I don't want to poo-poo medical, because I know that some are really good, but at the same time, you're talking about the spine and what's going to happen later in life, and so. I mean, that's a very integral and sensitive part of the body, and it stays. The memory is constructive or destructive from that. So, but in any case, you tell me at some point. I would really appreciate it if she's gone through changes, and then set up an appointment for sure. All right. If she's gone through changes or something has happened from this, okay, over the next couple days.
All right, thank you.
She's 11.
Yes.
Okay. It's only been in the past couple of years that this has really developed.
Well, the scoliosis is just in the last few years, but she's had problems since she was born.
Okay. All right. Please do keep me updated. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Great. What is that? Does anyone know that disease where they, I forgot what it's called. I used to know it all the time, where they had someone who would have a brown patch on them, like a furry patch. Does anyone know what that is? It would come out on the back usually, or on the chest. It was like a brown patch. God, I can't remember the thing. I was going to ask also if someone in your family has that, and I can't remember the name of it. They were diagnosed with it. But in any case.
She was born with something called the Chiari Malformation, which is the brain extends out into the spinal cord. So she's had 26 surgeries in her 11 years. And
Poor baby. Poor baby. I'm sorry she has to go through that. I'm curious if she feels a relief now. So please let me know, or if something has changed with her.
Well, thank you.
Okay. But someone in the family has, God, I can't remember it. If I remember, I'll say it later. Okay. All right. Michelle, hi. How are you, my dear?
I'm good, thank you. The reason I'm here tonight is that maybe you could do something for our small 16-year-old dog who's blind and deaf and really is neglected. And, you know, I would like the dog to be able to be at peace, whether it's alive or not, to be at peace. I just feel, you know, if we weren't in this situation, I would have taken that dog to the vet some time ago.
I love to work with animals. I love it.
So this is Butchie, and he's
Butchie.
small.
Okay.
Thank you.
And Butchie loves to be loved.
Well, twice a day we demonstrate.
That's awesome.
Okay, good.
All right. And that's all that matters to her.
Okay, well, that's good enough for me to hear. That. Thank you. Thank you.
That's
Mark.
all that matters to her. She
That's
longs
awesome.
for it. She craves it. All right.
Thank you.
And my dear friend, hi, how are you? Turn on your mic, hon. Turn on your mic. There you go.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. Yes, I asked if you would pray for my mother. Her first name is Audrey.
Yes.
And maybe any message that you get.
Anything in particular to pray for?
Well, you know, I went to visit her a few months ago, and you know, she had some dementia, but after being there for several weeks, she just like lost her ability to walk and talk and communicate.
What happens oftentimes, and I believe this is what's the situation is, it's called the dwindling disease. And are you familiar with that term?
Maybe not, no.
It's when my mom, before she passed, she was doing great, and then she injured her elbow. And from then on, a lot of the body processes started shutting down, and everything gets exacerbated from there on. So what I like to do is, if you don't mind, is pray for like a peace upon her, within her.
Wonderful.
Your mom's not suffering necessarily. We're suffering more. And so let me do that and ask a blessing on her of that peace. And I always, I keep seeing her, always like I've always known her. I keep seeing her as a woman that's had like short laughs, like that, or is that the way she's been?
Did you say lapse or lapse? I didn't hear the word lapse.
Yeah.
L-A-P-S-E, lapse?
L-A-P-H-S. Laugh.
Lapse.
To laugh.
Oh, okay. Lapse.
Yeah. And it was like she would get a quick humor to her, and then she goes on to other topics or something like that.
Yes. Okay.
And she was joyful inside of herself. My impression of everything.
Yes.
All right. And she'll still do that once in a while, even though she has say the dementia or whatever else. She'll still do that once in a while.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And my honor, my pleasure, my pleasure. And I did ask a blessing of peace on her.
Thank you.
All right. Jody, how do you feel, hon?
I feel pretty positive.
Good. Good. Ruth, what about you? Please.
Mark, can I ask you a question?
Sure. Sure, go ahead.
Is there anything that we could do to supplement this for either what we've gotten out of it or for anyone else on this call?
Yeah, to remember what happened here, and literally ask that the hands of God be on you. And what's happening then is they permeate within you.
That sounds good. I really like that.
Yeah, and let them take over without controlling it or anything else.
Control.
Yes, because once we control, we're playing God.
Right.
Good question. Good question.
Thank you very much.
My honor. Let me see here. Rose, how are you doing? Turn on your mic, hon.
See,
Got a
pain
few
free. The toe feels
I'm-
fine. I hope it stays that way.
Good. No hoping.
Okay.
Toes
It
feels
will stay
fine.
that way.
Yes.
Great.
And I hope your husband too is doing well. All right, let me get on here. Christina, my dear friend, please, anything in particular? Turn on your mic when I ask you to, or you come on.
There we go. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Hi, Mark. I'm hoping you can work with my head. I've actually been having a lot of pressure the last few days. It
Okay.
feels like my head's in a vice. It's not really
Okay,
a head,
hon.
it's just a lot of
All
pressure.
right. You just sit back for a moment.
Yep.
Did you sense something happening there, Christina?
I did. I actually did this time. It felt like I don't even know how to put in words, kind of like a release.
Yes.
Um,
Go ahead, finish real quick.
yeah. And along with that, I'm feeling like a little nervousness too. I don't know what that is.
That doesn't matter to me. All right.
Okay.
Now, with the release there, when you're going to bed tonight, focus when you're right before you go to sleep, if you can, focus like there's a yellow light in your head.
Okay.
It's like a rising sun, yellow, not white.
Okay, good.
That's it. You got it, my dear. You got
Thank
it.
you.
My honor. And let me know how you're doing tomorrow, please.
Okay.
Kristen, please, my dear. Hi, turn on your mic.
Unmute. Hi.
Hi.
How are
Good, thank you.
I one thing I wanted to ask for your help with, but the second thing I wanted to ask before I forget is you had a cassette tape, which are unfortunately out of date now. There aren't a lot of cassette players. And it was the golden egg meditation.
Yes, they're available on the website.
Is it can I get it in other than a cassette since I don't have a cassette player?
No more cassettes.
It's not cassette, right?
No, it's audio CD.
Perfect. Okay, then I'll get it from there.
You got it.
Okay.
Anything in your body, please, real briefly.
I have I've had multiple falls in the last year, and it's resulted in a lot of hip and sciatic pain.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hoping that maybe you could assist me.
All right.
through
You
that.
let me know if you sense something happening in your body, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And it's really important that you do specific exercises for your back or exercise. Very important for you.
Okay.
Do you feel something going down your left leg?
I do.
What is that like?
Chest and my neck, and then it went down and then predominantly down my left leg, which
Yes.
is the side I'm on.
That's life force letting you know it's waiting for you to redevelop the muscles in the lower back area.
Okay.
And it'll give you like a reprieve until, okay?
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Enjoy that and try to remember that tonight when you're going to sleep as well.
Thank
All right. My pleasure. Aria, please. There you go.
Hi. A few months ago, I had a full heart workup, and they didn't find anything because I was having some experiences. But what they did find is that I have a thinning abdominal aorta, which my father died of when he was 64 and I'm 64. So
Yeah, but you don't have to worry about that. You don't
okay.
have to worry about it. That's not going to be your reason to die. So, all right, let me work with this a little bit here.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Thank
Oh,
you.
my honor, my pleasure. Yeah, to me, also, you can still have that situation for the rest of your life, but it doesn't have to bother you ever again, if physiologically or biologically, neurologically, or any of those things. Okay,
Thank you.
and keep me updated how you're doing, please. I really appreciate it.
Thank
Now,
you.
Lynn, is there anything in particular, please, my dear?
Oh, just a blessing is fine, thanks.
You got it. Whether you're cognizant of it or not, during that blessing, it was almost like you had a result of the life force moving through you, something you felt it in your body, subtly or dramatically. So, my take on things.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Let me see here real quickly before I get to the last row here. Anne, was there anything for you that you wanted me to work with?
I just talked to you about my mom, and that's all I really need.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
got it. My pleasure.
Okay.
Crystal, hi. Is there anything in particular, my dear?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
good. This is my first time here. If you would just send some healing energy to my spine, I also have scoliosis.
Okay.
And sometimes it's hard for me to stand up straight a lot. My back keeps curling over. So if you could just send me some healing energy, I would appreciate it.
Yeah. Do you also sleep with your fingers curled?
That's a good question. I didn't notice.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to suggest was that when you go to sleep, make sure your hands are flat and either under your hip or under your head or under your pillow, but make sure they're flat. You go to sleep like that.
Okay.
That's, it's almost like the body wants to become inhibited, you know.
It does. It does. That's true.
Yes. So this will help that reminder of this either way, however you sleep, or on your back, or, you know, under your whatever, or under a pillow, whatever. So let me work with the back a little bit. And there. And there. Perfect. All right, my dear.
Thank you. The energy was bouncing me and lifting me a little bit off the chair.
I know. I know.
Thank you, Mark.
Especially when I said those moments there and there.
Each time it was perfect each time.
Enjoy and let that live through you. Remember that energy, please.
I will. Thank you.
My pleasure. Jerry, please. Anything I can help you with, or try to do prayer work with you, or whatever.
Good evening.
Hi.
I got really sick in September and October. I ended up in the hospital. They gave me a medication that I reacted very negatively to. And ever since, I have been incredibly weak. And finally, the last week or two, I can feel myself getting stronger. But
Yes.
I'm hoping that you can help with that.
Yeah. Were you also worried about your heart during that time?
No.
Okay, good. I'm not suggesting anything's wrong with your heart. It was just the worry part. Okay. Sometimes when we get weak, we think that our heart is going to be affected. And so,
Well, maybe I was.
and my perception is that it's almost like that your skull was opening and it was like a breath of fresh air. So we'll see what happens, how that affects you in more vitality, which would be perfect for you. So.
Yes, I like the word vitality. That's what I want. Thank you.
My honor, my pleasure. And everyone here, please do keep me updated. Nicholas, please, hi. Is there anything I can try to help you with here? Anything you could think of? Or Armando, if Nicholas doesn't answer.
This is Armando.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I was my esophagus, it's hard to swallow foods. Like when I
Okay.
swallow foods, I get a lot of chest pains.
All
and
right.
hard to digest them also.
But your body is starting to feel better, though, in other ways that were giving you symptoms before, aren't they?
Yes, yes.
Good. That's all we wanted. All right. Now, let me work more with the esophagus. See, your body's adapting to feeling better now compared to what might have been before.
Yeah.
And over the, my perception is that over the next week, it'll be graduated into the week. You'll see that it even has a greater and greater and greater sensation of freedom inside from the middle of your chest, the apex where the ribs come together, all the way up to the throat, and it'll be easier. Just to let you know.
Okay, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your coming by. All righty. Let me see here. One last thing. Michelle wrote laugh. Okay. And Kristen, how may I schedule an appointment? By calling the phone number 888-380-6388, and we'll set something up, hon. And please feel free. Now, last thing again, please don't forget to go to the website if you're interested in doing the gifting or supporting, and it'll be well used. Believe me, there's a lot of need, and I thank everyone for doing that before, and the circle, and Don't forget us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on The Gathering. We'll be doing more healings and also talking about spirituality. If you have questions, write them to Lynn at admin@markerlix.com. And Lynn will get those and forward them to me, or you can write them directly to me, or you can, whatever, put them on the Facebook group, a post. So I really want to thank everyone. And please, if you can keep me updated, let me know how you're doing or how your loved one is doing. And, you know, and if you want to set up an appointment, let me know. There are some times available and also on weekends. And I'm here for you. It's what I do in my life. It's all that I do. So thank you so much. And I'm honored that you were here, and we're only 10 minutes late. And I hope it didn't interfere in someone's evening. Blessings to everyone. And please, when you see it on the YouTube, do hashtag and put in hashtag replay for you know, response or whatever.
You rock.
And
you rock.
You guys rock, or hashtag you rock. Thank you
Thanks, Mark.
so much.
Thank
Blessings
you.
to everyone here.
Same to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mark.